Hey everyone, how's it going? Now the purpose of this video is to explain to you guys, give you some of my experiences of my journey of investing in the stock market, how I went from knowing absolutely nothing about it and just wasting money up till this point of becoming a starting up dividend investor. So if you're excited, please show your support on this new channel by leaving a like on the video. It will really help out the algorithm a lot. And using my Webull or Robinhood free stock referral codes, and we'll both get a free stock if you haven't made any of those accounts before. So let's get started. So really this journey starts a couple of months ago, and I think it was like sometime this year during my senior year of high school where like something just hit me in the face, like some sort of epiphany where I was like, yo, listen, I gotta like figure out what I want to do. Like, you know, it's cool if I have a job or something or a business, but I also want to like do this thing called investing that I've been hearing about. My AP US government and politics teacher, he talked about how he had stocks in certain businesses. My business math teacher of that same year talked about how he had stocks in Tesla and he had his own business, so he was doing pretty well for himself. I actually follow him on Instagram. He's a pretty cool guy. There was also a couple of friends of mine that highly recommended it, that I started from at the time when I was 17 to start investing. The other friend actually helped me get started with Robinhood investing. And there's another friend, a YouTuber of mine, his name is Israel, who also invests in Robinhood, and they were all giving me all these tips. But the thing was, I was 17 at the time, so I downloaded Robinhood, I put in all of my credentials, and then I put in my date of birth, and it was like, rejected. You are not 18 yet, because you have to be 18 in the United States if you want to make contracts and stuff, financials, etc. So I was very frustrated. I had to wait several months, and then I turned 18, but I had put that on the side. When I turned 18, there was a new focus, which was e-commerce. So I did that for a few months, and then at around August, I remembered that I can get Robinhood now. So I reinstalled Robinhood. I created an account successfully. After that was actually around the time where I was getting all these tips from my friends EJ and Israel. They were like, you know, invest in companies that you are well versed in, like Apple or Intel, because I'm passionate about computers and stuff. So I was looking at those. They were like, make sure you always set a stop loss, things like that. But at the time, I didn't have a job and I wasn't making that much money, and you know, I was just starting. I don't know if this applies to everyone, but when you're just starting with stuff like this, you're like very timid and trying to find like the cheapest options. So that's exactly what I did. When I was looking at the stocks, I was looking at the lowest price stocks that were probably like $30 and below. Not caring, not doing any fundamental research about what this company has in store for itself, whether it's making enough money, meeting expected earnings or stuff like that. I was just looking, $30 stock and it's going up today, I'm buying in that stock, and what happened, I would lose that money or probably make like 30 cents a day because it's not very volatile. Despite that, I still knew, because I had common sense, that I should, when I do get money, invest in Apple and Facebook and Microsoft, you know, the blue chip stocks, because they're well known and you know they do have stuff going for them. So I mean, this is Apple and Microsoft we're talking about, right? But that was way down the line. But somehow over time I managed to make some returns, and it would go up a little bit. I would buy AMD, I would buy what were some other stocks that I bought? I could let me pull up my history right now. I'm gonna show you guys right now. I got a free stock of Fitbit. I had Snap, and that wasn't doing too well. I had Sirius XM, Ford. I was kind of like swing trading them at the time. You know, if it goes up like $2, I'm really hype, even though it's just $2, and then I sell it. And then over time, I kept on like getting other stocks. I'd buy cannabis stocks, General Electric, Intel, and that's how it kept on going until I guess I took a break, and then school started. When school started, this was around the time where I stumbled across this YouTube channel that redirected me to this other YouTuber named Ricky Gutierrez, who does day trading. And this is where I kind of went down the tube there's nothing wrong with day trading, but it's kind of stressful. And this was a great learning experience for me because this taught me about like how I am as a person. Trading is a psychology, and the way you trade depends on how you are as a person. I think, day trading was too fast paced for me. But anyway, so Ricky Gutierrez, I joined this Discord server, and immediately I go to the trading calls text channel because that's where all the pro day traders are talking about which trades, which stocks are on their watch list. People buying 1,000 shares of these penny stocks, making $100 in 5 minutes and then selling it off and taking profit. So that's where I was in. So, I have classes at 8 a.m. on some days and 9:30 a.m. on some days. So you can imagine me when I'm going to my second class and the markets are about to open at 9:30. I'm just like having my phone on the side, trying to listen to the lecture, looking at the Discord chat. Okay, these guys are going to buy DWT as a penny stock, so I'm gonna get 10 shares of that. And what I was doing was putting all my eggs into one basket because I think I had $80 on my account on Robinhood at the time. So I'd buy like as many shares like as I could of this penny stock. One day I made like $10 off of DWT, and I was like very happy about that. But one day I was very ignorant and I bought a few shares of Overstock because I got the notification with the markets opened that Overstock was like going crazy. It was up like 5% and it kept on going. And this was when I was very inexperienced. I was like, okay, if the stock is going, I'm not gonna wait for a pullback. I'm not gonna let the fear of missing out get to me. I would just buy in. And what happened, I think it's Overstock is a penny stock. So as soon as I bought in, it started going down and down. And on top of that, I did not set a stop loss. So it kept on going down and down and down. Went from $25 to like $18, and multiply that by the amount of shares that I had. I lost like 30 something dollars in like a matter of minutes. Now, I'm not taking that for granted whatsoever because there's people that have lost maybe 10 times that amount in a way shorter period of time because they did the wrong trade. But when I did that, I was not really disappointed. Some people react differently when they see their money just disappear like that, but I just took it as a learning experience. And I think a few weeks after that, I was really not thinking. I was not doing my due diligence or research with the penny stocks. So I bought like 3 different stocks for these penny stocks, and this time I set stop losses for them. And I'm coming out of class and I'm checking and I'm seeing what's going on. Like 2 of the stocks that I just bought hit their stop losses, so they sold them in the same day. And since I don't have $25,000 in my account at the time, those count as day trades. So the thing is, if you don't have more than $25,000 in your brokerage account, you can only conduct 3 day trades, which is buying a stock and selling it within the 9 to 5 day period, within 3 times in a 5-day rolling cycle. So now I had triggered 2 of those and I only had 1 left. And so I had to use that one wisely. So if I make a wrong trade and it goes down and I have to exit, that's it. So whatever happens from that point is a little bit blurry, but I'm just gonna fast forward a little bit. So over time, I began to make the transition from day trading to swing trading. So I found this other YouTube account where he was doing like a $500 investing challenge in Robinhood and seeing how far he could go. And with each month, he would add $250 to his account. And that helped me to combine fundamentals with technical analysis with the stock market. So I would use Thinkorswim by TD Ameritrade and, look at the moving averages, look at the RSI, look at the MACD histogram, and conduct my trades like that. And then I came across this YouTuber, which is honestly my saving grace. His name is Andre Jick. This guy he truly is the magician of finance, as he calls it. And he introduced me to dividend investing. And that gets me to the final phase of where I switch from swing trading to borderline position trading to long-term investment slash dividend investing. So basically, he outlines how to look for stocks, and he, in one of his first few videos about dividend investing, he explained this little algorithm where like a few blindfolded monkeys threw darts at a chart with a list of a whole bunch of stocks, and they selected those stocks, and those stocks outperformed the masters of the markets that's professionally picked out their portfolios. And that was a major eye-opener for me. Obviously, you know, I didn't just blindly go and do that, but like that helped me to better select my stocks and get out of an analysis paralysis, like which stocks do I buy today and when do I sell them. Instead, just buy them and invest in them, and every month or every quarter or every year receive the dividend as a reward for holding those stocks like Apple and stuff. In a future video, I'll show you guys my portfolio, which I'm still building, and he would show us like the hundreds of stocks that he would buy, and he admitted that instead of having 100 stocks like he does and all those shares, he just at that point you should get like an exchange trade fund or an ETF. So right now I'm doing a combination of both, getting stocks from different sectors to diversify my portfolio, and also looking at ETFs to buy, and also international ETFs. So if the stock market crashes or if there's a recession, then you can still make money and make dividends or passive income from the international markets, which will still be winning. Also investing in utilities stocks like waste management, because if there's a recession, you know, these guys, for example, waste management, it still has to pick up garbage and stuff because people are still going to be creating waste, stuff like that. So he introduced me to so many things, and right now I feel like I've learned so much, which is a good thing. I also found this other YouTuber, I forgot his name, but I'll link all of these guys in the description, including Ricky Gutierrez. He does the same dividend investing, and he links his portfolio for free. He uses M1 Finance and Robinhood. And I found this other dividend investing YouTube channel. It's like a couple. They have like this whole family, and the name slips my mind at the time. I do apologize. And they helped me to figure out how to choose stocks, and I've actually used some of the stocks that they recommended, not only because they recommended them, but also because I was familiar. I did my own research, and that has helped me. So yesterday I made some decent gains, and I'm waiting for some of my dividends to actually come tomorrow. And the beauty about dividend investing is, I believe as long as you've owned the stock at some point in time, even if you sell it, you will still get those dividends. So, you know, these past 3 weeks I was reorganizing my portfolio, you know, selling dividend stocks that I thought would win. I was looking at it too narrow-mindedly. Like, don't just look at what the highest dividend percentage is. Look at how long the company has been giving out dividends. I forgot what the technical term for that is. Look at the likelihood of how often they pay out their dividends, because reliability is very important. Just because they have a dividend percentage doesn't mean that they have to give out that dividend. They're not obligated to. So there might be a time where they just cancel out their dividends because they, you know, have negative earnings, for example, or something like that. So basically, all in all, dividend investing is a great way to earn passive income. Now, depending on how much you invest, it's not going to be like a huge sum of money at first, but that is why if you have a part-time job right now or something, you know, you're making money, invest a decent amount of money into dividend stocks. After you do your research, I will be linking my portfolio in the description to help you guys, you know, get started. But I don't recommend that you just copy it. You know, look at, you know, decent dividend stocks from different sectors that you are familiar with, you did your research on as well, and you can add that onto the ones that I have right now in my portfolio. So yeah, guys, dividend investing, long-term investing is like the best you can do. Day trading for me is too stressful. And, I'm a chill, laid back guy in real life. So that's probably why I think it that way. But lots of people say the same thing. They have a whole bunch of memes about day trading and all that stuff, and scalping too. So dividend investing for the win. And that is my story, which I managed to cover in about 15 minutes because I'm so great. Guys, thank you so much for watching and tuning in today. Expect more videos about my dividend portfolio. If you guys like the video, like the video. If you disliked it, leave some feedback and dislike it if you want. Make sure, if you haven't made a Robinhood account, use my free referral links and we'll both get a free stock, whether it's Robinhood or Webull. I'll catch you guys later, hopefully soon in the next video. Talk to you guys later.